I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid,
제 일부러 멈췄어요.
your answers. But you will have a
녹화 시간을 한번 끊으려고 멈췄습니다.
to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the. Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here?
Justice.
Where this case is concerned, I mean.
아, justice 있어.
Do you know
아,
the truth?
This is about
정의를 위한 거야.
justice.
난
I'm
보안관이다.
the sheriff.
난
I have to
옳은
do
일을
what's
해야 돼.
right. Two people were murdered.
And you know who did it.
변호를 받고 싶대요.
Georgie.
재판장에 쓰고 싶대요.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You
내가
really
그
think
정도로
I'm
바보로
that
보여.
stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's
알았어.
go.
가자고. 총을
Go
넘겨.
with a gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it.
뭐야?
If you don't mind.
재판 받으면서도 총을 가지고 있어? 어떻게 해야 돼?
Hey!
총 뺏었다.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup.
수갑을
I
채워.
understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're
널
under
체포한다.
arrest. You'll be given
사람들
a
앞에서
trial in
재판을 받게 될
front
거다.
of peers.
당신은 무기권을 사용할 권리가 있으며
And your
그리고
punishment
처벌을 받게 될
will
거야.
follow.
결국 최후 보스를 잡았네요. 한번 살려보려고요. 그동안 하도 많이 죽여갖고. 마법 우물의 방. 살림 DD. 일어나치.
When is this thing happening? Are we sure he's coming?
Yes.
백설공주 말을 한번 들어봤어요.
He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
다 모였네요,
Are
결국.
you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the crooked man's place.
별일 없었습니다. 괜찮아요.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about
그러니까요.
time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
say for
Murderer.
My
You
wife
killed
is
Lily.
dead because of
Where the
Faith.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook.
You should
저렇게 욕먹을 거면서 왜 재판 받는다고 그러는 거지?
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have
실행범은
killed
조질지도 모르지. 하지만 명령을 내린 건
Do I
너야.
have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
조지는 죄값을 치렀어. 마지막에.
In the end, there was
싸움이
a fight,
있었고
and
놈은 그때 입은
let out
상처
from
때문에
his
죽었어.
wounds. It's over.
So he's dead?
안 죽었을 것 같은데 왠지?
Can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been.
왠지 안 죽었을 것 같은데. 어서 오세요.
That doesn't change anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the
명령은
shots.
내가 내렸어,
Georgie
조지.
made that
그건
perfectly
분명히
clear.
말해줬다고.
In which case you still
왠지
have
안
a lot to
죽었을 것
answer
같은데
for.
조지.
I was
And I don't.
told I would be allowed
뭔가
to
선택을
speak.
잘못한 것 같아요.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
Other charges.
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Fine.
좋아, 마음대로
Right
해봐.
ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a
발언할
chance to
기회를
talk.
원했잖아.
Well,
어서
go
말해봐.
ahead. We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
rack.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
아, 백설이 똥똑한데 말을 잘해.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful
왠지
employees.
살아있을 것 같아.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth
He's
for once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do
솔직히
it
먼저 공격하려고 하진 않았죠. 앉으라고 얘기 좀 하자 그랬죠.
You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't
그건
you?
맞는 말인데.
You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man just to save someone.
I really
뭔진
hope you're
모르겠지만
going
서로는
somewhere.
치우치는 게 좋을
I
거야.
see. You want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Faples get
아
donors.
뭔가 이거 변호가 밀리는 것
I
같은데.
helped her. She was able to make a living. Provide for herself.
점점 한 명씩 이제
And what did they do?
She wanted my tree
Oh.
destroyed, but
이러면 안
we
되는데.
refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow,
이 점점 이 불리한 쪽으로
I
나가는데.
know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
you know
점점
why
이제
I asked
제
you to
편으로 다
destroy your
기우네.
tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to
Oh.
notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
역전 재판 한번
And
해줘야겠네요.
so does
역전
the
재판.
sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed.
눈치
but
못 채실지 모르지만 우리가 지금까지 한 일은 널 보호하기 위해서였어. 뒤틀린 남자 같은 놈을 막으려 했다고.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. And he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
저 자식이 페이스와 릴리를 죽였어. 그 여자들을 살려낼 순 없지만 그 일을 저지른 개자식을 처벌할 수는 있어. 오! 야수가 내 편에
You're all
들었어요.
still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town
오!
is over.
역전 재판!
And those girls will have their justice.
한 명씩 오기 시작했어. 오, 좋아, 좋아. 히어로 같구만. 박수. 어우, 쪼코의 박수 같아. 쪼코, 쪼커.
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke.
아, 메리가 아직 안
Especially
죽었나?
given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about
내
your
과거는
history?
어떻고 이 마을의
What
한
you've
짓을
done to this
생각하면
fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
그래, 내 책임이야.
You're responsible.
간단하게 말해줘야지.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer, for fuck's sake.
날 죽이려는
Killing
in간들을
someone who's
죽이는
trying
건
to kill you
정당방위.
is
We were
hardly
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
me.
나라고
It was
그건
them.
놈들이었어. 애초에
Who sent
그놈들을
those
보낸 게
two
누구지?
freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
그놈들은 용의자였어. 입을 연계 만들어야 했다고.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We
did
all...
not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's
아, 왜 이래
always
갑자기?
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect
야,
you
마치
from
악마가 천사가 없다고 막 말하는 것 같네요.
Who will be the
Bigby, Miss
누구
White.
왔어? 내리사?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to. I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
물론이지. 어서
Right
해봐.
ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
아, 좀 세 번째 거 고를 걸.
I don't think I
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
아, 비비안이 죽음으로써 그걸 풀고 죽음으로써
He
저주가
ordered
풀렸나
them
봐요.
dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
We know what happened.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would
어,
have
사람들을
never
우리
done
편으로
anything
만들었대.
without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a
At least
stupid...
5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say
또
it.
누가 있다는 거지?
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What
그럼
did you
대체 뭘
expect
기대한
to
거야?
happen?
불인대로 거두는
You're
법이지.
getting what you deserve.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't get
bloodshed?
it.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
아,
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
제가 결정할까요?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
We should have a vote.
그러니까요.
Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby? What about
빅피?
him?
나?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
그냥 죽여볼까요?
Okay.
그냥
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want.
좋아요. 제가 이
Okay.
사건을 마무리
Mr.
짓겠습니다.
Wolf, it's your call.
백설.
Just do what you think is right.
옳다는 걸 하랍니다. 알겠습니다.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
Everyone, I'm
Not
어
this
뭐야?
way.
어 뭐야 이 자식? 나 인질로 잡았어. 역시 잘해줘봤자 좋을 게 없구만. 이 자식.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
어떻게 할까요?
Fix it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
end it already.
어떻게 할까요?
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
머리 안 뽑았어요.
for Lily. And Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
설마요. 저 높은 우물에서 살아나오지 못하겠죠. 또 이러네? 또 블랭크로 나오네?
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
맥주 들고 나갔네? 또 이러네, 마지막에서.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to.
글쎄요.
No, I'll be down in a minute.
아직까지 말하는 건 되게 이상 없는데 고르는 것만 안 나왔으면 좋겠어요. 또 이래. 또 이래. 재시작을 해야겠군요.